Alright, fans, it's time to enter the multiverse once again as the highly anticipated trailer for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse has finally been released. Fans of the first movie have been eagerly waiting for a glimpse into the continuation of Miles Morales' story, and it did not disappoint. But that's not all, as the trailer also has fans buzzing about potential Marvel Easter eggs and connections to the live-action Spider-Man movies. In this video, we'll break down the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse trailer. Marvel and Sony just dropped a new trailer for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and let me tell you, it's jam-packed with Easter eggs and new versions of Spider-Man. We even witnessed the most epic pointing meme ever, with every Spider-Man imaginable pointing at each other all at once. Plus, they've even referenced the events of Spider-Man No Way Home with MCU Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. And let's not forget about Doctor Strange's little nerd back on Earth 1999. It's all connected. And get this, there's even a horse version of Spider-Man. Now, for those new to the Spider-Verse comics, don't worry, I'll explain who that is. The trailer starts with Miles Morales narrating the last few years, and he's already rocking his newer version of the Ultimate Spider-Man costume. Have you noticed the polished new logo? That's how you know Miles Morales is sporting his new suit in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. In the trailer, he explains what's been going on in his life for the last couple of years. Despite still trying to get through school, he's been busy saving people around his neighborhood. Classic Spider-Man tropes come into play here. He's always late for everything and never seems to be around when people need him most. Fans of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2 will remember the iconic pizza time scene and Peter Parker's unreliable nature. Now Miles Morales is facing the same problem. Things start to get interesting when Miles meets the movie's main villain, the Spot, voiced by Jason Schwartzman. For those unfamiliar with the comics, the Spot can open portals all over his body, making him a tough adversary to defeat. The trailer showcases his powers, with the Spot opening up various portals. Fans of the Spider-Man animated series from the 90s may recognize the character, and Miles jokingly asks if he's a cow because of his white and black spotted appearance. While the trailer may give off the impression that Spider-Man 2099 is Miles' new enemy, things are not always as they seem. Spider-Man 2099 has a much more significant role in fixing the broken multiverse. It all starts with the introduction of the villain, the Spot, who can open up portals of different sizes all over his body. This creates quite a challenge for Miles, who's busy saving his neighborhood and struggling to keep up with his superhero responsibilities. Along the way, he crosses paths with Spider-Man 2099, who's been on a mission to fix the multiverse. Spider-Man 2099 has a good reason to be concerned with the state of the multiverse. He's seen the events of Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, and knows the havoc it can wreak. He even makes a reference to the movie, calling out a kid from Earth 1999 who's a direct nod to the upcoming Spider-Man No Way Home. But Spider-Man 2099 also blames Miles for the events of the first Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie, where Kingpin's reactor caused significant damage to the multiverse. To make things right, Spider-Man 2099 has assembled a team of Spider-Men from different universes called the Spider-Force, equipped with webwear wristwatches. It's a quest to fix all the problems in the multiverse caused by the other Spider-Man movies, including Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, and Spider-Man No Way Home. There has also been a buzz that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man will appear in the upcoming Spider-Man movie. Still, there were no specific sightings of them in the trailer. Nevertheless, the trailer did make a reference to the events of Spider-Man No Way Home, which could be considered a nod to those characters. The humor in the scene where Miles Morales meets with his counselor lies in his struggles with Spanish, even though his mother is Hispanic and wants him to speak it fluently. This adds to the relatability of the character and his everyday struggles. Additionally, Miles finds himself juggling his meeting with the counselor and his encounter with the villainous Spot, which is typical of Spider-Man's chaotic life. The counselor's warning to Miles' parents that he is lying to them hints at a possible revelation of his superhero identity to his family. His parents might find out about his secret either by Miles telling them himself or by other means. The brief appearance of Spider-Gwen in the trailer further establishes the multiverse setting of the movie and highlights the Spider-Force team that Miles will be working with to save the multiverse. In the trailer, a quick montage of the Spider-Force features some of the major characters. One of these characters is Jessica Drew, aka Spider-Woman, played by Issa Rae. One notable detail about her is that she appears pregnant, referencing the Spider-Woman character in the comics. We also get to see more footage of Hobie Brown, aka Spider-Punk, without his costume. He is a big mentor to Spider-Gwen in the movie and gives her the Chuck Taylors she wears throughout the film. The way his music is animated has a very punk rock look to it, which is fitting for his character. Interestingly, the animation style changes for each character's world, such as in Spider-Man India's world, which is called Mubiton and is their version of New York. Each character retains their unique animation style while the world around them changes. One of the most impressive things about this movie is the number of people working on it. With so many different animation styles and characters, it's amazing how many people had to come together to make this happen. One character who stands out in terms of animation is Ben Reilly, who looks like he was plucked straight from the pages of a comic book. It's a testament to the animator's skill and dedication that they made him look so authentic. Another character we see more of in this trailer is Spider-Man India, who swings around his version of New York City. Karen Sony, who played Dopinder in the Deadpool movies, provides the voice for this character, and he's set to make his live-action debut in the MCU soon as well. One scene carried over from the first trailer is Miles Morales seeing the Spider-Force base for the first time. The sheer number of different versions of Spider-Man on display is mind-boggling, and it's clear that the filmmakers are having a lot of fun with this concept. There's a whole video online where the different versions of Spider-Man are identified and analyzed in great detail. We also see a quick montage of different Spider-Man variations from the multiverse. Some of the notable ones include Spider-Cop, who is a version of Spider-Man who is also a cop. Next to him is a Spider-Man from the Mangaverse, a manga-style alternate universe. Beside him is the Bombastic Bagman, a temporary alias of Spider-Man, who wears a paper bag over his head. Flash Thompson's Spider-Man is also seen wearing the Midtown High Letterman jacket. Anya Corazon, the second character to take up the mantle of Spider-Girl, is also seen in the montage. We also see the Superior Spider-Man, Six-Armed Spider-Man, and a variant of the classic Spider Armor. The newer Spider Armor suit is also seen, which may be the Fortnite version of Spider-Man. In the post-credit scene of the first movie, Miles Morales created the Webwear wristwatches and assembled the Spider-Force to fix all the tears in the multiverse caused by everyone's incursions. This ties the movie's events to what's happening in Marvel Phases 4, 5, and 6 with the King of the Conqueror storyline in the Council of Kings. The upcoming movie, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, is the third part of the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse storyline, split into two movies. In this movie, Miles Morales will likely make his live-action debut, as the version we have seen in the Spider-Verse movies is the one they have been waiting to cast for the live-action adaptation. Spider-Gwen explains the previous events to the audience, including how Miles Morales started to assemble the Spider-Force in the first movie. The Spider-Force was created to fix tears in the multiverse caused by incursions, tying the movie's events to the King of the Conqueror storyline in the Council of Kings in Marvel's Phases 4, 5, and 6. We can see Miles Morales in live action in the third movie, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, which will likely continue the storyline from the previous two movies. In the trailer, we also see the characters walking in the Spider-Force from a different angle. The Spider-Man up front on the right looks like a classic version of the 616 Spider-Man, and the one behind him in the armor is the Fortnite version of Spider-Man. When Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, tells Miles Morales that he can never join the Spider-Man Force, it's because he blames Miles for the first movie's events. He also blames Doctor Strange and the nerd from Earth 19999, MCU Tom Holland's Spider-Man. This connects the events of this movie to the MCU and what's happening in Avengers v. King of Thrones and Avengers 6 Secret Wars. All the multiverse consequences and problems caused by the characters in the previous movies are being referenced in this one, and Spider-Man 2099 is trying to use his team of Spider-Men to fix them. Peter B. Parker comes to Miles' defense, jokingly saying he had a terrible teacher. Mayday Parker also makes an appearance with her baby-sized wedge shooter. In another scene, we see Miles Morales fighting a group of villains in a different dimension, including what seems to be a version of the Green Goblin. We also get glimpses of other characters, such as a female version of Dr. Octopus and a black and white Spider-Man, hinting at the vast array of alternate universes we can expect to see in the movie. The trailer ends with a thrilling sequence of Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy jumping through various dimensions, showcasing the film's incredible animation style and stunning visuals. As they land in an unknown dimension, Gwen warns Miles that they cannot stay too long or will be trapped there forever. The screen then fades to black as we hear the iconic voice of Spider-Man 2099 saying, "I see it. I see the multiverse." This final line sets the stage for what promises to be an epic adventure through the multiverse with Miles Morales and the Spider-Man team. Overall, the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 trailer has left fans eagerly anticipating the movie's release. With its thrilling action sequences, an impressive cast of characters, and beautiful animation, it's sure to be a hit.